Janie Pendleton, and today we're going to be leaving the United States and we're going to be heading all the way over to Italy. That's right, it's the land of grapes and Roma tomatoes, and I can smell the sauce cooking now, can't you? Hey, I love olives and I love olive oil, and we're going to be cooking with all of these things this month. So while we're in Italy, we're going to have a great time. We're going to do a lot of cooking and baking, and I want you to join us. Just because you're gluten-free does not mean you cannot enjoy what other people have on their plates, and I'm going to prove that to you today. And it's called spinach and chicken fettuccine Alfredo. You're going to love it, and you can do it. So come on, let's get started. Today we have this fresh spinach that we've rinsed and drained, and we've patted dry here. We're going to be using about a cup of sour cream, some shredded Parmesan cheese, about a half a cup to a cup of that, about 2 tablespoons of butter, a half a block of Philadelphia brand cream cheese, 2 teaspoons of chopped garlic. Here I have a leftover red onion. I'm going to add some of that as well, probably about a quarter of a cup of chopped onion. And to this I'm also going to add a couple of dashes of wuus-tär-shär-saws. And we're also going to add some fresh ground pepper and some sea salt. You will need 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. Heat 3 tablespoons of olive oil in your chef skillet, and when that's heated, go ahead and add a tablespoon of minced garlic. Okay, and we're just going to add a couple of minced onions, about a tablespoon of minced onion. And again, we're just going to cook this for about 2 minutes on very low heat. Remember, olive oil gets very hot very fast, so keep it on low. Now I've just added some odds and ends pieces of chicken that I had in the refrigerator that needed to be used up. They are chicken breasts. And so what I've done here is I've coated them with just a little bit of gluten-free flour. In this case it's just tapioca, rice, and cornstarch flours. And then we're going to add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper and maybe just a pinch of thyme and sage. And we're going to cook this for 5 minutes on each side, or until this is no longer pink. Chicken is done. We're going to go ahead here and we're just going to remove it to the meat board. Now we're just going to take 2 cups of whipping cream. There we go. And we're going to bring this up to a low simmer. Very low simmer. This is barely going to be bubbling, and we're going to try to get up all these yummy bits and pieces off the bottom of our pan. And this is what's going to give flavor to our sauce. Give a nice roasted flavor. Okay, and when that's come to a little bit of a simmer, we're going to add a little bit more garlic, chopped garlic to that. We're going to get this boiling, and then we're going to add our pasta at this stage. Going to add about another tablespoon of chopped onion. Going to add just a couple of drops of Worcestershire sauce. Going to add 2 tablespoons, large tablespoons, so it would be about 2.5 tablespoons of butter. And then I'm going to add 2/3 of a block of cream cheese. And you can use the light cream cheese and light butter if you like. I'm just using real butter. I'm using unsalted real butter. You can use salted if you like. Keep adding the cream cheese here. Give that a bit of a stir. And at this stage you can go ahead and add salt and pepper as well. Okay, I'm just going to add a pinch of thyme and a pinch of rubbed sage. We're going to go ahead and add our pasta to the pot. And we're going to cook this according to the package directions. To this, we're also going to add 2 cups of dairy sour cream. It's about 2 or 3 really big heaping spoonfuls. And we're just going to continue to whisk the sour cream in until this is very well blended. Once we have this nice and smooth, we're going to add 2 cups of grated Parmesan cheese. You can use fresh or store-bought, it doesn't matter. I prefer fresh if I can get my hands on it, or if I have time to grate it. There we go. Just going to blend this in, and we're going to simmer this on low, on a very low bubbly simmer, barely bubbling as you can see it here. And we're going to simmer this for about 3 to 4 minutes. This should not be stringy. When we raise our thing up, it should not be stringy like that. Okay, here we have cut our chicken breast into bite-sized pieces, and we're just going to add this back into our sauce. Going to give that a light stir. Now we're going to take our freshly washed spinach, and we're just going to add that to our white sauce, to our Alfredo sauce. We're just going to kind of blend that in a bit. Be sure and keep your heat on low, and we're just going to blend that in a bit. Just like that. And we're going to let this spinach cook down for about 3 to 4 minutes. And by the time this is done cooking, our pasta should be done. And we'll drain that and we'll serve it up. And then we're going to garnish this with a little bit of grated Parmesan cheese. You can use Gruyere cheese if you like. A little goat cheese would be good, or feta cheese. Now once our spinach has cooked down about halfway, so it's about 1.5 minutes into cooking, I'm going to take a little bit of cranberry juice, just enough to sweeten it up just a little bit. You can use a red wine if you like. Be sure and cook off the alcohol. You can use ocean spray cherry juice. Whatever you have on hand works. And we're going to finish cooking down this spinach here. We've got about another 2 or 3 minutes here on the spinach, it looks like. And this will be ready to plate. Okay, we're just going to plate this up. There we go. A little bit more here. Okay. And we're just going to top this with our sauce. Look at that. That looks delicious. Chicken in that. Oh, that looks absolutely wonderful. Okay, now I've just topped it with a little bit of fresh grated Parmesan cheese, and we'll see how the family likes this. Alright, now comes the fun part. We get to try it. That is absolutely delicious. Your family's going to love this one. This is Chef Janie for Gluten-Free Foods. Enjoy.